Hello. So it's time for the monthly haul. Everything I picked up in April this month. Some I've done separate unboxings for. A lot of it I haven't shown. Let's get to it and I'll go through every title. This is just the POV intro. The video will be me on screen as that's what you guys voted for in the poll. I've finished the poll now. I've taken the votes and been on screen once. So let's get to it. Cue the... Did you think your screen had froze? Oh. Okay, anyway, let's get to this monthly haul. So, picked up quite a lot in April. Every month I get everything I've picked up. All the Blu-rays, 4Ks, DVDs, books, collectibles, figures, all of that stuff. And I put them together into a big monthly haul. I normally do it point of view, so it's normally POV. But I'd put a little poll out because I didn't know how to go about it with this video. And overall, the majority of the vote got on screen. So here we go, let's get started. So as you probably, if you watch the channel, you may be aware that I'm doing a fan footage video, you know, talking about all the best fan footage films, the worst, the middle of the road, you know, kind of like, you know, not necessarily a ranking, but I'll be doing my top 20 fan footage films amongst that video. So it's going to be a very long video regardless. Anyway, I'm doing a big fan footage compendium video, so I'm trying to pick up as much as possible on digital and physical media. And one that I've heard's pretty bad, but I've never watched it and I found it really cheap, so I picked up The Gallows. Don't know if you can see that, still in the wrapper. I haven't unsealed it yet, but that's The Gallows. Heard it's not that great, some sort of like, I don't know, like high school suicidal thing story. On the back it says creepy, chilling, terrifying. Well, we'll see about that. Another quote on the back says redefines horror. Redefines horror. Don't know about that, but still, I'm trying to watch every fan footage movie I can for this fan footage compendium, so I'll give it a go. Another fan footage one I picked up that I've heard nothing about, but it's quite a new release. I thought I'd just pick it up. It does come in a nice clear Blu-Ray case, which is always good, and that's Followers. So I assume it would be one of these kind of like possibly like fan footage meta, like one about influencers, you know, people who do social media videos and things like that and blogs and that sort of thing. Seen a few like this before. Yeah, they can be good, these technology fan footage horror films. I mean, Unfriended, both of them films were okay. Host was a good one with using technology and the fan footage technology sort of subgenre, but we'll see what Followers is like. Oh, it's got a sticker on the back so you can't really see that. Again, still in the wrapper. I'll chill out a little bit because I'm in no rush with this video. Let's just get through some of the releases. I watched Alien Abduction recently, which I thought was quite good for what it is, and I'll talk about that a little bit more on the what I've watched video, which won't be me on screen. That will still be screen record from Letterboxd, because that's a good aid to get me through. So when I do what I've watched, don't expect to be seeing me, because I'll be doing audio and screen recording. But I watched Alien Abduction, which is a fan footage film I saw about a decade ago when it was released. It's actually pretty good. It's got some good abduction scenes in there towards the end where people are sort of like being bent and like being picked up by the spacecrafts, you know, in a beam of light, and they're summoned. Pretty interesting. So I thought I'd try another fan footage alien film, and that is The Fourth Kind. Don't know if this is any good. Looks pretty interesting. Bit of a cheap pickup. Didn't pay too much for it. It's not a boutique release or anything. Hopefully you guys can see that quite well. There's the Fourth Kind. Pre-owned. It's in pretty good condition apart from the case being a little bit broken. So one issue is the case is broken there, but I didn't pay much, so I'll give the seller the benefit of the doubt. But there we go. There's the disc. Looks like it's in good condition, bar that little broken part of the Blu-Ray case. But we shall see if that's any good. I'm quite interested in it. So I did have a steelbook for the Evil Dead remake, which I decided to sell because I'm not a big steelbook collector. I know a lot of people love steelbooks, and I like some of them too, and I've got some Scream Factory ones that I'll never sell. I've got Slumber Party Massacre steelbook Blu-ray, which I'll never sell. Army of Darkness 4K steelbook from Scream Factory I'll never sell. But I just thought I'd get rid of my Mondo I think it's a Mondo. Pop Art, sorry, not Mondo, it's a Pop Art. I had an Evil Dead Remake Pop Art steelbook and I decided just to sell it for a little bit. So I just picked up the Evil Dead Remake again, just a standard copy. I don't think it's the extended version on here, but I'm not too fussed. I may even get the Scream Factory 4K. That's what I had in mind when I did sell my Blu-ray steelbook. But anyway, pretty good remake, very gory, lot of violence, nasty scene with an electric turkey knife. Yeah, it's a good remake from 2013. Just thought I'd get the standard edition. Another one that's still in the seal that I literally know nothing about. I just read something and it was on a list, basically. I was looking online and it was on a list and I thought, why the hell not? And I thought I'd check it out. And that is The Silent House. It's supposed to be a creepy little number. Looks pretty good. On the back it says, if you're a fan of horror, The Silent House is a must-see. We'll see about that, but still, there's a look at the back, still in the wrapper. I won't bother unwrapping this one because it's just like a standard release, but there's The Silent House. So, Film Treasures had a sale. They sell a lot of boutique stuff, Blu-rays, 4Ks from different regions they sell in the UK, and they had an Easter extravaganza sale. I did a couple of videos on this and I did show this one, but I'll just show it again. I picked up a festive horror that's supposed to have a really downbeat ending, and that is I'm Dreaming of a White Doomsday. I'm very interested in this one. Unfortunately, I'm very strict with myself and I'll only watch Christmas themed material, whether it's a TV show special or a film that's Christmas themed at Christmas time. They can't be watched before December. So I've got to wait till at least the 1st of December to watch that one. So very strict. Apparently it's got a really downbeat ending. It's like set like a bunker. Like there's some sort of war going on in like a dystopian future or something. That's the impression I got from what I've heard about it. Back on with the found footage one I talked about earlier, so I won't go on too much. That is Alien Abduction. It's got some great abduction scenes when people are picked up by the beam of light from the spacecraft. I went over that a little bit ago, but yeah, really enjoyed this one. It's middle of the road fan footage, but I'll be talking about it a little bit more on what I've watched and of course the fan footage video when I get to that. Yeah, Alien Abduction, fun stuff. There's some really there's some pretty scary scenes with the aliens when they're in the tunnel and the suspense builds. The father and the son, and well, the two sons, and yeah, quite tension building, quite tense, and the alien sort of pops out and things kick off, and yeah, a lot of alien action in this one. It's found footage. It's a good alien found footage film. Yeah, pretty tense. I do like that one. One I watched years ago when I was younger because I had the DVD and I still possibly may have it somewhere. But anyway, I didn't get the 4K. I decided to pass on the 4K. I thought, I'll pass. I got Brotherhood of the Wolf. This has got a really cool creature in it. I don't think there's a picture of the creature on the back or whatever, but got it at a really good price. Paid about £8 for it, so I got Brotherhood of the Wolf on Blu-ray. I know Scream Factory did a collector's edition for that a few years ago, and I think they also did a 4K recently, and Studio Canal did a 4K, but they put the new 4K transfer on this Blu-ray, so I grabbed Brotherhood of the Wolf. Got some random cheap pickups now. I picked up from executive producer James Cameron, the creator of Avatar and The Abyss and all those films that have just been released on 4K, like True Lies and Titanic, Aliens, Terminator 2, you know, he's done a lot of films. He's a producer on this apparently, so I picked up Sanctum, which is meant to be kind of like an underwater disaster movie. These people are trying to escape from an underwater cave or something. So I got that quite cheap, paid literally, I don't know, next to nothing. I've got one here that was sent to me as a gift, so know nothing about the movie. It was sent by Stuart George. He's got an YouTube channel. Yeah, Stuart George, good friend of mine, got a great channel, talks about movies, you know, discusses movies, film, does lists, collection videos, pickup videos, you name it, what he's watched videos. Just if you haven't, give Stuart George's channel a look. That's Stuart George Home Movies on YouTube. I'll try and put a description, I'll try and put a link in the description, should I say. But Stuart sent me this, The Swimmer. Now, I don't know if this is quite my cup of tea, Stuart, but I'm kind of looking forward to having a look, and I do appreciate you sending me this. But yeah, he had a couple of copies of The Swimmer, because he randomly picks up too many copies of things sometimes, because he's such an impulsive collector and buyer, so he just picks up too many copies sometimes. So he sent me The Swimmer. It's not in Burt Lancaster, and it's an Indicator edition, as you can see there, Indicator. But yeah, I don't know, Stuart, I'm going to give it a go, but I don't know what I'll think of it. It might be a little bit tame for me, I don't know, but I'm really grateful that you've sent me this, and I will be keeping it in the collection. That's The Swimmer. So thanks a lot, Stuart, for that one. On to the next thing, another one of these film treasure pickups. I've heard it doesn't look that great, to be fair, but I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt, and that's the Hoot Owl. So it's a low budget sort of modern horror. I think it's from about 3 years ago, 2 years ago, quite a newish one per se. Yeah, that's the Hoot Owl. I've already shown that in a video, so not watched it yet, but I will get around to it. One I have watched that I picked up in the Film Treasures sale that I thought was pretty good, a little bit boring, was Exposure. It's almost kind of like an adult kind of long Goosebumps episode, so it's more scary than a Goosebumps episode with more violence, etc. But like, it's got that kind of feel to it. It's like a little monster movie. It's like a drama that turns into a monster movie when one of the main characters transforms into a hideous, scary monster, and goes after his girlfriend, and she's trying to escape from their lodge where they live. Yeah, not a bad little independent film. Yeah, worth a look. Perhaps a one to stream. I probably wouldn't pick this one up. Like, if you know, if I'd seen it and I knew what it was like, I probably wouldn't have picked it up. But it's okay, middle of the road, kind of okay, average, like one to stream. Back into the realm of found footage, and this was really fun. I did enjoy this one, Frogman. This is actually a bootleg, I believe. I thought it was a legitimate Blu-ray. Like, it's actually, yeah, it's actually a bootleg DVD, and they've put it in a Blu-ray case. And I didn't know. I should have. They did say in the description, so no fault with the seller, because after I bought it, I seen it and it said this is not an official DVD or Blu-ray. It's a bootleg, but it's got great clarity, great picture. At least I've got it on physical, and I enjoyed the film, so I let it slide. I thought, okay, well, that's my fault for not reading the fine print. Frogman. It's about the legend of the Frogman. This young woman, young guy, they go on a mission with their quirky friend. They're out to find the Frogman. He appears. It's a part of some weird occult happenings. And the Frogman looks great. Like, the special effects are pretty cool. And you see his big tongue come out, and his big tongue actually wraps around somebody and pulls them in. Yeah, Frogman, really fun found footage film. I'll be talking about that a little bit more on the found footage video. Picked up a couple of Lucho Fulci films I hadn't seen or owned. So I got one from Mondo Macabre, which is a good label. I picked up Perversion Story with a very lovely, appealing cover. I must say that is quite an eye-catching cover. But yeah, Perversion Story, looking forward to this one. It's kind of like an erotic thriller, maybe a bit of a giallo, not too sure what to expect, but yeah, really intrigued, and I really like the cover. We have that on the back, so Perversion Story, you can have a closer look. There we go. And another Lucho Fulci one I picked up, if I can locate it, if I can just go through my stuff and actually find it. I don't know if I've been through it yet. I'll try and do them in order, because yeah. Okay, everything's just going everywhere, but that's okay. No problem. Another Lucho Fulci I picked up that I hadn't seen before is Warriors of the Year 2072. Started watching it, I haven't finished it yet. It's pretty good. It's like a dystopian future. It's about these guys who, this guy gets framed, so he gets arrested, and he has to compete in this game of death with special challenges and fights, that basically fights to the death, and he's got a team behind him. It's got Fred Williamson in it, who's also in the film Vigilante and some other things. Yeah, looks pretty cool though. Thought I'd pick it up. It's from Severin, as you can see there. It's a Severin release. It comes with the CD soundtrack as well, I believe. I'm sure it does, yeah. So you got an insert there. Let me just hold it up properly so you can actually see it. There's the discs. Blu-ray disc and the CD soundtrack. So I look forward to finishing that. You also get this cardboard insert. Put that with Perversion Story. Sorry guys, just gonna have a little tidy up while I just get things in a little bit of an order, because we got a bit messy then. Just a little break for a sec. Oh, there we go. Right, I was trying to look for that Warriors of the Year 2072, and I had to like create a bit of chaos to get through it. More fan footage here. God, my stuff's in terrible little piles. I did have it really organised until then. Now, I think this is a bit of an unofficial sequel. I've never seen the Paranormal Activity documentary that comes in the set, because I love Paranormal Activity. I have all the films on individual discs. I have the Next of Kin, the latest film, on digital on the Apple iTunes store, and I have the first Paranormal Activity, the second sight limited edition, but I did pick up this one, Paranormal Activity Tokyo Night, which is apparently an unofficial sequel. It says at the top it's an official sequel. I think it must be an unofficial. Can somebody please tell me what's going on here, because I haven't seen the Paranormal Activity documentary. I do need to get that box set so I can see that, but there you are, Tokyo Night. It's a Japanese like sort of sequel to Paranormal Activity. Quite looking forward to that. I wonder if it's just their version, say, of Paranormal Activity. Perhaps it is. Perhaps it's like the Japanese version of it. Who knows? So I'll get these locked together for a little look. We're getting there. We've still got a little bit more to go, but so I've got really into the label Visual Vengeance lately. They do basically predominantly shot on video movies on Blu-ray. They look quite, because of the quality of the transfer and the source material, they look pretty bad even on Blu-ray, but they're endearing and fun. They've got crap acting, wacky dialogue, rubbish dialogue. They're just trash movies that if you're a fan of trash cinema, you can really dig these and get into them, and I've been loving them. And I picked up Heartland of Darkness, which was an interesting one. Yeah, I quite enjoyed that. Crazy Villain in there. Another one from Visual Vengeance I picked up is Vampires and Other Stereotypes. Other Stereotypes. So this looks fun. Haven't watched it yet. Looks like a crazy trip to hell with crazy monsters and things like that. Look at the back. The art's different there as well. There's the art underneath. Vampires and Different Stereotypes. Some trash cinema. Moonchild, another one which looks pretty good but very wacky. It's got a nice artwork underneath as well, that one. Yeah, I really like Visual Vengeance. They're part of the Wild Eye Releasing, you know, the company Wild Eye Releasing. This is the sub-label Visual Vengeance. All shot on video, trashy, low-budget, obscure movies you've probably never heard of unless you're a big sort of like horror, trash cinema connoisseur or what have you. And then, of course, you have the excellent Slaughter Day, which is only 58 minutes long and it's really fun. There's actually a review of this and my thoughts on the website, skincrawlers.co.uk. But yeah, really enjoyed Slaughter Day. It's set in Hawaii too, filmed on location, I think. And yeah, just there's some crazy scenes. Like one scene, a guy, the antagonist bends and twists and he gets sucked into a book, and I thought, this is a low budget film, how did they make that look so good? Because the special effects look phenomenal for that scene. There is some hokey effects in there, it's not perfect at all, but that scene especially where the guy gets sucked into the Necronomicon, it just looks amazing. That's Slaughter Day anyway. Some good stuff from Visual Vengeance. It's not to everybody's taste, it's not going to be everybody's cup of tea. It's just I enjoy a bit of trash cinema. Slasher trash. Slasher trash. I think I'll go brush my teeth after. So, picked up a Blue Underground release. This is meant to be quite a grueling watch, so I've heard quite hard to watch, difficult one. I'm interested because the subject matter sounds quite I say interesting, but also eye-opening, and perhaps something we should see, as it's like, you know, it's about, well, it's Goodnight Uncle Tom from Blue Underground. This is the special 4K edition with the soundtrack and the film on Blu-ray. Apparently it's a very hard watch. It takes on the subject matter of slavery, people being repressed, treated badly due to slavery, and apparently don't know much else about it. I just know that the subject matter is yeah, just some terrible things that have happened in like history and stuff, and how people have been treated, and it's just wrong. But although that's the past, that's history for you. But still, this should be an interesting watch. Apparently it was banned in some countries as well. It's an Italian director. But yeah, Goodnight Uncle Tom. I do want to watch that just because of the subject matter alone. And it looks like a really nice release from Blue Underground. Probably a hard watch, but yeah, I'd just like to see what that's all about, and perhaps it might be a bit of an eye-opener even for me, just to see what, you know, see how those times were depicted in that film. One from Film Treasures sale that I picked up also was The Wicked Ones. This is a sequel to The Wicked One, which I haven't seen. It's a slasher, it's generic, it looks okay, it's low budget, it's generic as hell. The storyline's pretty boring. That's The Wicked Ones. I'll probably keep it in the collection, but not too keen on it. Of course, picked up the Aliens 4K, unboxing of that on the channel. Fantastic film, Aliens. There we go. James Cameron's Aliens on 4K. Can't wait to watch that. Just put that one up there. Okay, so speaking of the Alien franchise, I picked up Prometheus, one of my favourite in the franchises. Franchise ranking on the channel, by the way, if you want to see my the 6 Alien films ranked, you know, my opinion on them and stuff. But anyway, here's Prometheus. Thought I'd get that on 4K. Just a random cheap pickup, but it did come with a cool lenticular slip. Attack of the Werewolves, but it's, see if I can get it going. Probably looks better in real life, so we'll stop faffing around. But there you go, Attack of the Werewolves. Just a cheap pickup. That one, a couple of pounds, you know. Back onto the found footage. As you know, I'm doing the compendium for my channel, so thought I'd get The Last Broadcast and give it another watch. I don't like this film. I've seen it before. I find it very boring, and I don't think the twist and the big reveals all that exciting or enthralling. But I thought, you know, I'll give The Last Broadcast a go, and I wouldn't mind it in the collection, so I picked up the 101 Films limited edition set of that. I'm sure there's a lot of videos on that set, so don't really need to show it off too much. And another found footage. I do have the first VHS, and I've seen all 3 of these. In fact, I've seen all of the VHS films, including the new Shudder era of VHS movies. But I thought I would get this trilogy because it was the same price as getting VHS 2 separate. And I thought, well, I'll get VHS 1 again and Viral, and I can perhaps give my VHS 1 Blu-ray away or sell it. So I got the trilogy, the first 3. The non-Shudder ones, because obviously it's gone on to Shudder now with the new era of VHS movies. But this is VHS, VHS 2 and VHS Viral, which is nowhere near as good as the other 2. But VHS 2 is a really good found footage film. These do have a lot of segments in them, but they're very, let's say, bit of a mixed bag, but they can be quite fun and a little bit creepy, scary, you know, bloody, gory, you know, interesting genre. Well, it's found footage genre, I don't know what I'm on about, but interesting series of films, the VHS films. It's a mixed bag. Some of the segments are duds, some of them are very good, but yeah, I do like the series. I'm into that. I do like VHS. I'll be talking about that on the found footage video quite a bit. So, a few more left. Could maybe chill a little bit, but the video's gone on quite long. So picked up some new 88 Films releases. Obviously some great releases last month on that Tygon range with the Blood on Satan's Claw 4K, and of course what was the other one, Witchfinder General. Just picked up Evolution, Crazy Creature feature, action, sci-fi. It's a good film. Look at the back. And I also picked up Shockwaves, which I'm really looking forward to seeing. I think it stars, who's actually in it? Peter Cushing, Brooke Adams, John Carradine. So, yeah, pretty notable cast in some regard, but they're Shockwaves. New release from 88 Films, comes with this fantastic slip. It's their 88 volt range, number 12. There's a little look, the spine. So I was going to do an unboxing of this on the channel, but I didn't. It's actually got a booklet, alternative art. There we go. Nice edition, came out last Monday, so I thought I'd get that. One I did get around to watching is the new one from the Tygon range, the Tygon collection on 88 Films. So that is The Beast in the Cellar. Didn't enjoy this. A lot of old ladies talking for about 45 minutes, just going on, and very prolonged dialogue, and things take a while to get going and in motion, and it's a bit of a slow one. Like, I appreciate, by all means, a good slow burn, but this is just old ladies talking for a very, very long time, and it did get tedious. Not too keen on Beast in the Cellar. I'll keep it because I want to get all the Tygon collection, because I like the way it looks on the shelf, which is a bit probably shallow in a collecting regard, but the first two were really good. It's just Beast in the Cellar, not keen on, but the rest might be a great collection overall. It's just Beast in the Cellar, perhaps not to my liking, but maybe I could sell it. One Criterion. Dun, 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 dun. Shaft. Right on. Dun, 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 dun. Shaft. He's the cat that won't come out when there's danger all about. Shaft. Yeah, I got Shaft. The original. It's not the remake with Samuel L. Jackson in it. Yeah, Shaft. So looking forward to watching this one. Quite an oldie. 1971. Look at that artwork. It looks brilliant. I'll give you a look inside. Obviously, with it being a Criterion, it's got a sequel in there as well. The Big Score. Shaft. So it's got Shaft, the original, and the Big Score, and you get a booklet as well. So really nice edition, Criterion collection. 2 movies for the price of 1. There you have it, Shaft. Okay, 2 more bits to do. Quickly just go through this one. The Borderlands Blu-ray. Lovely set from Second Sight. Very impressed with the cover art. It looks very nice. The film's pretty damn good. It's a good fan footage mockumentary. Unboxing on the channel for this one, so I picked up the Borderlands. And finally, there's some pickups actually on the way, but I've not had them in time for when I wanted to record this video, so I am awaiting the Basket Case 4K, which I will unbox on the channel separately in a POV video, and also there was something else on the way, but I can't quite remember, but I will show it off anyway at some point. But I picked up this. He Came from the Swamp. It's not the limited edition, it's a reissue with the flimsy box, but it does have all the films housed separately. It's got a lot of films in there. The William Grefé collection. He Came from the Swamp from Arrow Video. I've seen some of these movies on the Arrow Video streaming service. A couple of them are quite good. Notably, I'll just have a quick check. Whiskey Mountain, that was pretty fun. What's the other one that I like? Sting of Death was alright. Death Curse of Tartu, yeah, that was okay. I've not seen The Psychedelic Priest. I've not seen Hook Generation or Mako Jaws of Death or Naked Zoo. And then there's They Came from the Swamp. I think that's a documentary. There's a look at the back. A lot of regional horror there from William Grefé. Can't wait to get stuck into that one. Like I say, I'm not too fussed that I didn't get the limited, because I got this in the Arrow sale for about £20. So, great deal. Although the box is a little bit flimsy, but it'll do me. I'm happy with that. Anyway, that's all the pickups. That's the haul for April. So what did you think? Have you seen any of these movies? You know, like, is any of them your favourites? Did you pick any of these up and weren't too impressed? You know, drop a comment. If you enjoyed it, drop a like. If you're new to watching the videos for Skin Crawlers, subscribe to the channel. More content on the way. That was just a monthly haul video, which I've never done on camera before. That was the first time I've done the monthly haul on camera. Quite enjoyed it, actually. Made a bit of a change. I'm just getting a feel for this, and it's a bit different for me, but that's all well and good. Like, I don't mind. All right. Anyway, thanks for watching. and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.